I was there every single night, every single gig. Now it's your turn to suffer. Why not? It's a nightmare. And the next day, everything was shut down.
Oh no.
I have to say something bad about some bands, but they will burn me. And in this video, you have to say that Break Me Down doesn't sound like Lacuna Coil. Please, you have to do for me.
No other way, there's nothing you can say. You're gonna lose this fight. Maybe you think you're right. There is no other way, no other way. I'm gonna wear this crown.
Hi everyone, Nika Rocks here, and today I have Laerte from Break Me Down. Hello,
Hi,
Laerte.
everyone. No, also say it.
We can see you have the beer, right? Is that the
Yes,
beer?
exactly. It's a raffle.
All right.
Out of Italy.
Okay.
And for this occasion, I want to open it with this one. Oh,
Which is your logo.
yes, this is the bottle opener of Break Me Down. You can see it on our merch. So, just a
And we
second.
find it on your website.
Yes. Cheers.
Perfect. Cheers. So, Laerte, I want to ask you how's it going, but actually I think I already know because on Saturday you played with Frozen Crown.
Yes.
How
Yes.
did it go?
It was amazing. It was amazing. One of the best shows that we have so far. We played 3 times with Frozen Crown this year.
Really?
Yes, the first time was in Mantova at the Milady Metal Fest. The second one was in Turin at El Barrio in February. And now on May, we played at Legend Club, that actually is like home for us because we played so many times there. And we were so happy to do it with these guys because we have a very good work relationships. And for me, it was a pleasure to play with them, and they are very nice guys. And the show was amazing because their fans are so into music, and I like it so much. The fact that we played very early that Saturday at 8:30. Usually, people don't want to do stuff too early. They want to hang out maybe after 9 o'clock, 9:30. And at 8:30, the stage was circled by so many people, and I was so happy about it to see everyone. I mean, the venue was crowded, so I was so happy. So it
Yeah,
went very,
I
very
bet,
good.
I bet. Wow. Okay. And how did you get to know them? You said that you've known each other for a while and you've played together a few times, but how did you get to know each other?
Usually, the underground is not so big. I mean, they are famous right now. I mean, because they already ended the tour in Europe, and I saw videos, pictures about them, and was very interesting and very crowded every shows that they did. So I know them because I have a friend in common. So I saw them twice, I think. And then somebody said to me, "Okay, you want to play with them at Milady?" Okay, why not? I mean, and we had the chance after that one. We had the chance to play other 2 shows, but we didn't do nothing to try to play with them. They proposed, and we said okay.
Wow. Fantastic. Amazing.
Yes,
You're
I like
right.
it very much. And also the other 2 gigs went very, very well. I like it very much. Their fans because they are crazy.
Yeah, I bet, I bet. All right, okay. Well, let's speak about where we can find your merch, which is your website.
Okay.
If I go to your website, the first thing that I can see is the fact that Break Me Down is a female fronted alternative metal band. That's what it's written. And a lot of women in metal, especially these days, try to, let's say, detach from such labeling, okay?
Mm-hmm.
But what's your take on that? Should we actually split these definitions, female fronted, male fronted? How important is that to you?
For me, there is no such a difference between a female or male. I mean, if you see these days, many metal bands, very famous, very big, are with female fronted. For example, Spirit Box, for example, Ginger, Evanescence, Lacuna Coil. I mean, they are all female fronted and they achieve very big results in all over the world. So for me, there is no difference. I mean, somebody said that women usually don't have to play this type of music, but I'm not agree with that. I like very much the the I can say the power of the female voice is different for me. I mean, when you see a woman on stage, for me, it's something that there are some vibes that usually are not there when you see a guy. Maybe a good guy. I don't know. The first that came in my mind is Miles Kennedy. You see Miles Kennedy from Alter Bridge and see, okay, this is a god that saying something. It's amazing. But at the same time, if you find somebody like, I don't know, Lindsay Ale from Hellstorm play something and say, okay, these guys are amazing, and she is the how can I say, the diamond on a cake or something like that. It's amazing. For me, Break Me Down has always had this this peculiar thing that is a female woman, a female fronted singer, and I think now we had the best one so far. Veronica, that I know that you are familiar with this name.
Yes.
Yes. And she joined the band 5 years ago, and we did the last record with her. The name of the record is Soul Clashes. You can find it everywhere on Spotify, on Amazon, wherever you want. You can buy it also on our Bandcamp. We also did new copies right here. I don't know if it's
Oh
no.
no, you disappeared.
I'm sorry. I have to. Okay,
Oh
you can.
yeah, now you can see it. Yeah, yeah.
Okay. This is the copy, but I'm sorry, but this machine works in a mysterious way. Okay, and that's it. I mean, I'm pro female fronted, of course. I have a woman, but sometimes when somebody asks me, how is to have a woman in your band? Which woman?
Yeah. Here, probably it's also worth mentioning that these days more and more bands have women not in the front line, but also as
Yeah.
guitar players and bass players.
For example, Frozen Crown, they have Jade, that is a singer, but they also have other two guitar players,
Exactly. Yes.
female. So
Yeah.
I like it very much. I like it very much. They are
Yeah.
amazing also as players.
Yeah, that's true. Well, speaking about Veronica, she joined you during the pandemic, right? 5 years ago.
Fun fact was that she joined the day before the shutting down.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, we did the post on Instagram about the new singer, and the next day everything was shut down.
Oh, no.
So we had some gigs to play with her, and we did nothing. The first one was about 7 months after this post, and was in near Milan, because we are actually from Milan, not the city, but all around the city, because we can afford a rent in
I
Milan,
know.
too much expensive. And we just had this gig in Paderno at a Slaughter Club. It was the first one. I was so anxious about it, because it was the first one after a long time, the first one with her, and the first one without the other guitar player. But because on the first time, in the first place, we were two players, two guitar players, and then he goes away, and now we are four. We still four, and that was the first time that we played as four, not five members. Was incredible. And my drummer Fabio said, "Oh, we did it better than the others." So we were very happy about the performer, about Veronica, and now she grows constantly. Every gig, she does better and better and better. So I'm very happy about it.
That's what it's supposed to look like.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
development.
It's not always like this, but now it's like this. Yes.
Yeah, that's great. Okay. Well, let's focus on the second part of the band's definition. Apart from being female fronted, you also define yourself as an alternative metal band. So, what makes you alternative?
The fact that it's very different to say which is our genre. Somebody said that we are not metal, we are rock. Somebody said we are not rock, we are metal. Somebody said that we play something like the old 80s, but I don't agree with that. Somebody said we are like Lacuna Coil, but the Lacuna Coil said you are nothing like us. So we try to figure it out which type of genre we are into. But the thing is that when you say alternative metal, you say nothing and you say everything. So we're supposed to play what we like, and what we like is metal. And I think that alternative metal is a type of definition of what we love as metalheads, but at the same time we had some contaminations from something like electronic. We try to experimental with guitars. Somebody said that we have a lot of backing tracks when we play, but they said you have so many synths on your back when you play. But I said that are not synths, that are guitars turn it into synths.
Okay.
So I played a lot in the record. So with our producer Matteo Magni, we did a very amazing job about the sound that is in the back. So we used to record some guitars, and then he did a kind of magic, and he turned the guitars in synths with some, shimmer, reverb, delays, or something, and then sounds like a synth. There was a fact a few days ago. We had the rehearsals, and my drummer Fabio started. Usually he start the backing tracks before we play. And he said to me, "Oh, like there is a problem. There is a problem. The backing tracks doesn't work." Why? There is no sounds. Just the metronome. What? Why? What is the problem? Try again. And you see, there is nothing. No sound. And I said, "But I didn't start to play." I said, why you have to play? It's the backing tracks. No, it's the guitar. So my sound is like in some songs is like a synth. So he didn't know that. He just always thinking about it's the backing tracks. It's not a guitar. It's just a synth. So also we trick also the drummer, not just the people on the crowd.
Yeah, he didn't expect that.
No, absolutely not.
All right. Well, speaking about this comparison with Lacuna Coil, actually, I came across one of your band's pictures, and it did remind me of Lacuna Coil as well because maybe they had a similar photo shooting. I think it's where you all are wearing something white, and the singer has red hair. And there was some time ago, Christina Scabia had red hair as well. So
Okay.
maybe for this reason, I don't know, but yeah, maybe just an image rather than music wise.
No, we know very well Lacuna Coil. They are friend of us since I think I don't remember now because um, Marco is my neighbor. The bass player is my neighbor, so it's very
Really?
yes.
Wow.
But we when we met, we were not neighbors. We became neighbors after some I think 5 years, something like that. But we played together before because we were opening act for Lacuna Coil twice. And at the time, there was a singer, Faith. She has a red hair, but it was not for for Christina. And
Sure.
Christina changes every record. She transforms herself in something different. So she's a very she's the queen. You know, we call her the queen, the very metal queen. So when we play together, I asked to Marco and Andrea, the bass player and the singer, said, "Okay, can you do me a favor? Can you do a video for me? And in this video, you have to say that Break Me Down doesn't sound like Lacuna Coil. Please, you have to do for me." And Marcone looked at me and said, "No way. Now it's your turn to suffer." Because they did the same with the Evanescence in the 90s, in
Oh.
20s. They always compare Evanescence to Lacuna Coil, but Lacuna Coil came first. So it was a funny joke.
Okay, I would never ever compare Evanescence with Lacuna Coil.
Yeah, they did. They did. They actually did. I mean, when you see a chicks that sing in a band and the band is
Yeah.
metal, it's, I mean, every time we play around, they said, "Oh, you sound like Lacuna Coil." It's because we are Italian and because he's a singer. So that's it.
Yeah, I see. I see where it's coming from. Yeah, and maybe because back in the day, let's say Evanescence and Lacuna Coil were the breakthrough in metal, because both are female-fronted bands and have something to do with a similar genre. Maybe for this reason. Okay, right. Well, and how did you come up with such a name for the band? Why Break Me Down?
That was, when you have to find a name for a band is the most complicated things to do because you have to choose something that represent your idea, your way to do music, your what you have inside. So it's very complicated to find the right words. I mean, you have to choose a very small name, a long name, just one word, 2 words, 3 words. It's so complicated. So we just think about, I can't find the name. Why we just spoke at the phone several times to find out what is the idea. And the drummer at the time was not Fabio, was the first drummer was Beppe. He came to me and said, "Okay, our lyrics. What are you talking about? because I wrote the lyrics in the first place. And I said, okay, it's a kind of, you don't have to, you don't have to stop. You have to go forward. You can break me down, but I'm still here. Okay, and you did. What? You find the name. What is it? Break me down.
Nice.
That's it.
Yeah, what a story.
Very, very simple.
Yeah, clear and to a point. And you mentioned in one of the interviews that you were inspired by Alter Bridge, and you actually have already mentioned it here today. How come? Why this inspiration?
This is one of my, for me, Tremonti is one of my gods, guitar gods. And I like very much his style, his playing, but also I like the style of Miles Kennedy, not just as singer, but as guitar players, because I like very much him like a player. And I was the 2007. I was on a tour. I saw the tour about Blackbird, the second record, the famous record of Alter Bridge, and I went to this gig in Piacenza. At the time, there were another band that I know very well that was opening act. The name was Melotoy, and I said, I know these guys. I know. I saw them, and they become friends in the time. And when I went there, I saw them play it before Alter Bridge, and then I saw them for the first time. And I said, wow, this is not a band. This is something amazing. I like it very much, and I start to listen and re-listen again to their records, and I like it very much. Now, it's not the same feelings about them, but because I don't know, I don't like very much the old works. I mean, the new works that.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I prefer the side project of Mark Tremonti, that is Tremonti, because it's very heavy respect Alter Bridge, but that was the first one. So for me, I like it very much. And when I put together Break Me Down, I had this idea to play something very strong, but at the same time very natural. So we didn't use backing tracks. We play it all along together. We did a lot of rehearsals because we wanted to, make music together, and that was a very I don't know, old school, something like that, because I started like this. I mean, when you put together a band, you have to know the people that you play with. So we went to rehearsal room a lot of times to meet not just the people, the person that you have in front, the musician. So usually we say, very well a guy just the moment that you play with him. So it doesn't matter if it's another political belief or religion, or it doesn't matter. When you play with a guy and you know how he play, you know the guy.
Yeah.
When
you're going through something together.
Yeah. Because you just feel the feeling. I don't know. I can explain it.
You are living that moment.
Yeah. Sometimes it happens that you make some jam all around, and especially during. There was this thing in Milan at the Legend Club. They did the Christmas jam, and you go there with your guitar and you play with strangers. But there was this guy was the boyfriend of the last singer.
Okay.
the first singer, and we met them. We met him that night, and he went, oh, I play guitar. I want to play. okay, come on stage with us and we play something together. We did something like I don't remember a very famous song about Neil Young because he was very into Neil Young. He said, "Oh, we will play something about Neil Young." Okay, he started solo. It's about 6 minutes. He did just one note. I said, "Okay, interesting. Can you do the second?" was I mean we met him. That was the first and the last time we saw him.
Wow. Okay, okay. Interesting experiences.
Now don't tell me that I have to leave, I can't move on. You know who I am, not a liar. I made a deal because I couldn't leave you here alone. Not a liar, not a liar.
Okay. Uh, let's continue speaking about, not only your website, but also your YouTube channel. I've noticed that the music videos that have been uploaded, they have been uploaded on your channel. Is that
Yes,
correct? So
yes.
you are not with a label. You've never been with a label. Is that right?
No, we are do-it-yourself band. We are doing all the stuff, all the channels, all the media, all the video, all everything. It's on us. So we
Okay.
don't have any label or something.
I see. Let's dig a bit deeper because that's very interesting. What is it like to be self-employed in this industry, in terms of promotion, copyright, and everything? What is it like?
A nightmare. It's a nightmare because you have to do all this stuff and you have to know what you are doing. The problem is that that this is not our job. We're just a musician, but in 2025 you have to be more than just a musician. You have to be a video maker, you have to be a social media manager, you have to be a photographer, you have to be whatever. So it's so complicated and you have to learn how to upload songs on Spotify, on other sites, or you have to know how to prepare your own site. I mean, there are a lot of tools that you can use to help yourself with these things. But the thing that you can't buy or I don't know, you have it's the time. You need a lot of time to do these things. And when you have a job that is not a musician, for example, I'm a taxi driver in
How
Milan.
are you?
Yeah. So I spend 12 hours a day in the traffic, and then back home, you have to do all the stuff for the band. And yes, I don't sleep too much.
Oh, I'm sorry.
No, don't worry, don't worry. It's my passion.
Yeah.
So you have to do this thing by your own. We did a lot of, you saw on YouTube channel, we did a lot of music videos that some of them we just do it by ourselves. But at the same time, we know that we need a professional video maker. So the officials are from Avid Studio. That is a studio with this amazing guy that is Lorenzo Avanzi. He's the director of our new videos about the record. We did 5 videos because also you have to pay by your own. So the thing is when you have a band you can't make money, you just spend money, a lot of money, but you don't have to think that you will make money. I mean, not in the way that you're supposed to do. you
Yeah.
think i mean you think that you will sell a lot of records, you will sell a lot of you will have a lot of views, you will have a lot of streams. Not. It's not like this.
And not in this genre, unfortunately.
No, 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 no. You have to figure it out in another way. how to make money. And the thing is, it's much better if you concentrate yourself for the merchandise.
Yeah.
Merchandise is the thing that you have to do. You have to put your stuff on a web, I mean on your website or on Bandcamp. Bandcamp works very good. It's a platform that we use to sell our records, to sell our shirts, to sell all the stuff that we have on the merch table on the gigs. So it's very useful. And also we want to use the YouTube channel, because YouTube is the only social, because it's a social that pays, because the other one doesn't pay. They doesn't pay nothing. They don't pay nothing, just YouTube. And but we are a band. What you have to do, just the video, the official ones, but we figured it out. And we did a lot of videos for each song. We came out with this record, but the record we didn't came out with all the songs. We prefer to give of each song the right spot, the right important sorry, I can say in English, but we want to give the right views for every single song, and we just put out one song at the time, not
Okay.
the other. So
I see.
every song is a single, and the first one was "See Me Fall," and we did something very special. We did 8 videos about that song. But the official, the unofficial, the playthrough, the anime, the dance, we did the backstage, we did a lot of things about this song. So we did 8 videos for the first one.
Wow.
And we did also a lot of video for the others, but not 8. We did 6, we did 4 or 5 or something. I don't remember, because it's a lot of work about this thing. And then we did also the videos about tutorials, how to change strings, play this riff, or simple describe how a sound was made in a studio. How can you do it by your own self? I mean, it's we did
Noticed
about
that. Yes.
215 videos on a channel, so it's not very simple to do it.
I know. Yes. Oh, wow. Considering all the difficulties that you've mentioned, don't you think that it would be easier to be with the label? I bet there is a reason why you decided not to do that. It must have been your deliberate choice not to collaborate with the label. Can I ask you about that? Why did you make
Yeah,
such a decision?
because we are too small. We are not so big. I mean, the label, and for now, I saw many friends searching for a label. But what is the difference between us and them? I mean, they have a label, but they have to do the same thing that we have to do. With the difference that is, we collect money by ourselves. I mean, we don't have to share with no one. When you have to do something with the label, you have to share money with the label. You have to pay them in some way. I don't know. There are so many different contracts that you can put on a table, but for me now it's not convenient. I mean, for me, I can do it by myself. I saw, for example, there are some friends that they show me a mail from the label, and the label requests this video for this platform, this other video, okay, this picture, this other picture, all the stuff for socials, and we can do it I can do it by myself. I don't have to use the label to do this thing. I know what I have to do. So I have to pay somebody to tell me what I have to do. It doesn't matter because I can do it by myself. So this is the thing. Now we are not so big. When you are in the underground, like me, like my band, like many other bands that I know, not for example, Frozen Crown, they are not underground anymore. I mean, they did something very big right now. They are under a very big label. In that case, it works very different. But now, if you think that the small label came to you and said, okay, you have to do this, and you have to pay me to do this, but you can do it by your own. So why I have to hire you to do this stuff? I don't have to. I can do it by myself. That's it. Maybe one day, I don't know, if Nuclear Blast came by and said, okay, you want to join us? Yes, I'm here. Okay. But if some guys in the back of my building said, okay, I want to do your label, no, it doesn't matter, I can do it by myself.
I see. Okay.
That's why we don't have a label yet.
All right, I see. Well, I have a question about legal things. Well, it might sound something boring, but it's very interesting for me. So, for example, if a content creator like me decides to use your music for background or maybe for any other reason, like for this video, for example, when I come to edit, I'll put some of Breakdown's music in the background. I will probably receive the copyright claim, which will not affect the video. But how is that controlled? Because usually I receive like a claim from the label, but when the band is not with the label, how does it work?
When you put your music on socials, or maybe, for example, you upload it on Spotify, you use other sites. For example, I use CD Baby. CD Baby is a site that you can put your music on. You pay just a fee, $10 for a record or something like that, and you put your stuff on it. Then they they do the distribution all around the site. I mean, all the Instagram, TikTok, whatever, everywhere. And then they can collect your royalties for you. Royalties that they collect are not the same that the royalties that you have when you wrote the song. They are a different type. So for that you have to put your music. For example, I'm Italian and we have the CI.
Yes.
You go to the CI and you put your music there, so that's yours. And they collect your author rights. Then the other side, that when you put all the stuff on, they collect the other part of the money. When you put some music on your videos and that music is mine, they say, okay, this is the copyright of the song. You can do it, but you can collect any money from there.
Sure. It sounds fair. Absolutely.
Yes, that's it. At the same time, we receive a mail that said, okay, Nika, use your music. You are okay with that? Yes. If you don't if you don't do nothing, it's okay. But sometimes this is a tool of control of your music. For example, put this thing. Somebody use your music to do a porn and you don't want to do it. You can say no.
Sure.
That's it. It's a simple control. But when you see that somebody use your music to do a video, an anime video, or a background video or something like that, doesn't matter. It's okay for me. The thing that you don't receive any money because you use that But you can do also, when you put this on the side, you can choose to do not achieve, do not collect the money. Some bands usually, especially the small one, they want to spread their music all around.
course.
It's a very simple way to do it. If you don't want to collect any money, because it's not big money actually, so it's not a very big problem. But if you don't want to collect any money and you want to spread a lot of music all around the world, you can do also, you can click the button and say, okay, don't collect it.
Okay.
And your music is free everywhere. So there is this thing, this possibility when you do this stuff. So
I see. And for example, when the band or the label receives this kind of email with a notification that somebody out there on YouTube or another social is using your music, do you have some sort of deadline to decide when, if you want to let them use the music or not?
no, I never happened to me that there was a deadline or something. Usually when
Okay.
you receive the notice, said, okay, you want to stop it, you send another mail. You don't want to
Okay.
stop it, you don't do nothing.
Well, I'm wondering because actually what happened to me quite recently is that I uploaded a video which I made during one live show of a quite famous Italian band. I don't want to mention the names here. And the video went, I don't want to say viral, but quite well compared to the other videos from live concerts on my channel. And I also, when I upload the video, I also add the lyrics because I want to make it look like, karaoke, let's
Yeah,
say.
sure.
And musicians shared my stories, the musicians themselves, because we follow each other and so on. And it was all
Sure.
great. And I think that's one of the reasons why it went so well. And after about a week, YouTube took it down as requested by the label. So
Yeah.
I wonder how come, because when I uploaded it, there was the copyright claim, and there was a message saying that this will not affect your video, the channel. It's just that I would not be able to monetize the video. Totally fine for me. It's not my aim, but I could keep the video. And my question is, why only after a while? Did it take a lot of time to do these checks, or?
Maybe they have to process it, but I don't know. I never did something like this because I don't know if I'm okay with all the people that share my music. So if you do something like that with my music, I will be very happy about it. So
You will, but I know.
I don't know why. Maybe because they don't wanna. The only thing that I can imagine, I suppose, will be that they, with this video, you move the attention to your channel and not them.
Yeah, I understand the reason, but it might look like as if I'm trying to, let's say, obtain their music without their permission. Maybe I should have put something like a disclaimer or somewhere on the video. I have no idea.
I don't know. For me, it's
Yeah.
very stupid. I mean, we are in times that the music is actually free because you can listen to it everywhere. So stop some guys to do this thing is very stupid for me. I mean, I don't understand.
Yeah.
I'm not a label. I don't have any interesting about this thing. So to now, I don't understand. Maybe if somebody can explain to me why they did something like that, I don't know.
Maybe because labels think that music belongs to them. There is business around that. And it's something
Yeah,
that,
but the thing that you can collect, that's the thing. You don't have to shut it down. I mean, it's very stupid.
I know, yeah.
The
Well,
thing is, usually when you put the music out and you don't want that some strangers collect money on your work. So that's the thing. They protect you from this such thing. But I don't know why they have to do something like stop all the stuff you don't collect any money.
Exactly. You already put the copyright claim, so what else? Yeah.
So I don't know. It's very
It's
stupid.
yeah, it's a shame. Yeah, sorry, it's just something that has
No, no,
happened
don't
quite
worry, don't
recently,
worry.
and I only wanted to see the difference between, let's say, yeah, this legal things between the labels and bands that
It's
work for
complicated
themselves.
because I told you that there are so many different type of contracts that you can have on the table. So I don't know
Yeah.
which is the type of contract that this band has with the label. So I don't know how it works, the contract, because you can say all there is one contract and it works for everyone. No, it's not like this. There are so many different types of contracts and you don't know what it's inside.
Right. Yeah. Well, that's very interesting. It's like behind the scenes, because one thing is what you see on stage, and the other thing is what is actually going on behind the scenes. It's
It's
yeah,
another
well,
word behind the
yeah,
scenes.
yeah. But it's always interesting, you know. It's the world of gossips. All right. Okay. Well, let's continue speaking about your channel. You guys have a very interesting YouTube channel indeed. It's very well curated. I really like the way how it's organized, and I'm not
Thank you so
flattering
much.
right now, honestly, as a content creator myself who has a full-time job.
Very compliment to me because I used to cure that type of channel. It's my favorite one, so I put an effort in this channel.
I can see that. I can see that. And for example, you have a series of Chitarrista Nerd
Yes.
videos. You have already mentioned something briefly about it, like how to change strings on guitars. Is that
Yes. Yes.
okay? I would you like to tell me a little bit more about it?
Yeah, we came across this idea that we have to keep going with the channel. So, as I told you before, it's very complicated to put something that is related to the music, but it's not music because you can do songs every day. I mean, you can play songs of other musicians or other artists, but it's not your music. And sometimes you can come out with restrictions that you mentioned before. So I prefer to do something like put my experience at the service of other musicians. So when me and my friend Gianluca, we spoke about what we can do on a channel to keep it alive, and maybe we can achieve big results with with followers and have money and have contracts with other companies. So we try to help other guitar players, especially the guys that started together. I mean, they started today to play with a band, so with the other musicians. So we try to put the experience that we have at their service, and so I try to explain how the thing that I use. Usually you can use it in another way, or maybe the sounds that you can take off these machines, or the difference between the machines and the amplifier or the guitars, 6 or 7 strings. So there is a word behind this behind this guitar. So the guitar is not just an instrument; it's a word, and I like it very much. It's my passion. So when something came out, I'm very happy to discover what is how they build it, how they made it, how can I use it, and so I like it to share it with other people, with other musicians, with other guitarists, and not also guitarists, because we had some videos about the bass and some videos about drums. But it's very complicated to do this type of video, especially if you want to do something very cool, something very. I mean, the first video that we did they were not so good. I mean, with the lights, with the sound, or we didn't use mics. We just tried to do something in a way.
Yeah, somehow you will work
Yes,
it out.
yes. Then we saw a lot of videos on YouTube of other players, other creators, and especially of guitars and stuff like that. Said, okay, this guy did this guy did this other one. Okay, I like it how they edit the video, and you see sometimes also the simple thing that you don't have to do just one line. I mean, you started to play, oh, this works like this, and then you, at the end of the video, do something wrong. And then, okay, no, I have to restart from the beginning. No, I can't do that. So we try to do it without just one line. You just stop the video here, just stop the video, because when you do the edits, you can grow just large the video and then restrict the video, and then you move to the another scene, or you do the B-roll or something like that. It's very complicated. It's another word, you have to study to do something like that.
Yes. Yeah.
And we used the pandemic to do this thing. So we had plenty of time, and we did something like that. We study a lot. So somebody said that was a very bad time for me. Was so interesting.
Well, you took advantage of that.
Of course, I
You
did.
did the right thing, absolutely. Wow. Okay, well, let's continue speaking about your channel, because we actually have a thing in common. You interview metal musicians as well,
Yes.
don't you?
Yes. That happens when during the COVID, we did something that no one did before. There were so many live stream all around socials, on YouTube, on Twitch, on Instagram, TikTok, everywhere. Everybody did a lot of live streams, but we just thought, okay, what we have to do now, because we are musicians, we can do nothing about other stuff. I mean, everybody was cooking, everybody was thinking and talking, and okay, but we are musicians, what do we have to do? So we just thinking about, okay, we have a lot of followers, why we can do the chance to other bands to meet our followers. So we did some interviews on our channels, on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, everywhere we can do it, we did. And I remember that we interviewed the first time musicians. Then we did something unusual. We did with tattooers, with tattoo artists. We did with painters. We did with engineers, sound engineers. So we did a lot of things just to entertain our followers. And they meet them, and they go, oh, I found out that interview with this. I follow them now because I like very much their music or something like. And then I started to go to gigs. There was, as I told you before, at the beginning of the interview, we did a lot of shows in Milan at the Legend Club. The Legend, after the COVID, did something no one did. They organized a festival with all the bands that helps the venue to remain strong. And there were 69 bands, and I was there every single night, every single gig. I interviewed all the people right there because I wanted to show to our followers, to the people that usually was a little bit curious about the underground music, how we did it, and how it goes. And every night I was there, I interviewed about 70 band, I don't remember now. And sometimes I still doing, but I know that it's not a format that the people likes anymore, because the COVID is over, so the people don't want to
Well,
go to a gig right now. So I know that, and but we did this. So we did plenty of interviews, and I like it very much.
yeah. But those were like very short, let's say, catch-up interviews after the shows, right?
Yes, yes. Most of them were like after the show or before the show.
All right.
Depends of the time, because sometimes you have free bands that night, and you interview the first one that finished the sound check. Then there is the second one, and you already did the third one. So depends. Usually we did before, and but in that occasion we did after. So we report the name of the format was BMD Reports, because we report the show, how they feel it, the stage, how it was for them to be back on stage, something like that. That was the idea.
Right. And it went very well.
Yeah, I like it. I like it. We did a lot of stuff, and especially the other bands, they like it very much. They like it very much. I have to say something bad about some bands, but I don't want to do names or something. But we did a lot of things for the underground. At the same time, I saw. I mean, during the time that some bands they uh, they didn't something for the others. I mean,
In
we tried
return.
in return. I don't want nothing in return. But for example, when there is a gig of another band, you have to go there because they were there at yours. So you have to did something in return, but not because you have to, but for yourself. For me, it's like this. I was in every single gig, and I remember when we did the release party, I was very disappointed.
Okay. I see.
But I was very happy, that I have to say. I was very happy when we played in Bologna a few weeks ago, I think last month, because there were only bands, only friends that when they went to support us. And I was so happy to see so many faces, friendly faces right there. So
Yeah.
that was a kind of revenge for me.
I see. Well, speaking about seeing friends, and well, you mentioned before that you are kind of friends with the Lacuna Coil. Do you
Yeah.
have a video with the guys from Lacuna Coil at the Legend Club as well? And you
Yes.
toured with them. Well, can you tell me more about that experience? What was it like to tour with Lacuna Coil? Was it a tour or did you perform with them just once?
No, we didn't do a tour.
Okay.
We did just two shows.
All right.
The first one was very funny because we made Break Me Down in 2017, but the first gig was in 2018. And that was actually, I think, the first gig we did with the famous band was Crazy Town from California, from LA, and we played with them in at the Legend Club here in Milan, and was amazing. We liked it very much. Then we did another gig, and the third one was with Lacuna Coil. And I remember that we did a contest, in this contest, there was the possibility to play for Lacuna Coil, and we did okay. We try, but we didn't expect nothing because we were so young as a band. We played together in five months, something like that. Then I received this call from the friend that upload our name to this contest. He said, "Hey, I have a news for you." What? You did it. We did what? You will play with Lacuna Coil. What the fuck? Are you serious? I was driving when she called me. I was driving. I was on a service actually. As I told you, I'm a taxi driver, and I have a customer in the back. So I just, excuse me, I have to do this. I stopped the car. I just came out and I screamed it as loud as I can. I was so happy about it.
Wow. I hope
And
that person at the back was not in a hurry.
she was very happy also because I explained all the stuff, and she was very into music and she knows Lacuna Coil, so she goes, "Oh, I'm very happy for you."
Wow.
So I was very I can't believe it, and I remember that there was one condition that the gig was in the south of Italy, in Calabria, and we have to go there in August. Was the 1st of August? No, the 4th of August, and was so complicated because on that day there was so much traffic on the highways because everybody wants to go on holiday, and we have to go in the south of Italy where everybody usually go. So there was a lot of traffic. We spent about 15 hours to go there with no AC on the car, and it was terrible. We arrived there, we were completely destroyed. And we have to play. So we did, I remember there were so many bands because we won at the same time as other four bands. We were the third to play. And the only band from the north of Italy. The other were from the south because the people that organize the things right there, they decided to put local bands. Upset us. We went there, and I remember we just spoke about how many songs we had to do there, and they said you have 25 minutes to play. Okay, 25 minutes doesn't matter. It's okay. And there was no time. We did 17 minutes because they cut a lot of songs all around because they were so late. And I remember on the stage, the guys in the back continue to send me, okay, hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. And nobody helps our drummer to put all the stuff on near the drums, with the cymbals, with the pedals and stuff. And he said to me, okay, but I have to put the metronome. I have to do this stuff. And I said, doesn't matter. Play and put down this thing. Everybody on the first line said, listen to this, and said to me, okay, great. Go ahead. And we played all the stuff and was amazing. I like it very much. At the same time, the Lacuna Coil, the guys in the back, knows about the thing that everybody cut songs, especially us, because we did 15 hours of bus to come down and play for 17 minutes. They said at the end of the show, they said to me, okay, you want to play again with us? Yes. You don't have to ask. So we did also another gig in Emilia Romagna I like so much Emilia Romagna. We played in Reggio Emilia, and that was amazing. It was September. The the climate was very nice, especially the thing that we played right before Lacuna Coil. So we had all the guys in the front, and all the fans, and it was amazing, amazing. 4,000 people, and I like it so much. It's one of my favorite, first maybe my favorite concert ever.
Wow, what an experience.
Yes, yes. But also we did a lot of stuff during the days. I mean, with the first one was with Crazy Town. This two with Lacuna Coil. We did also. We played with.
Dark Tranquility.
Yeah, exactly, with Dark Tranquility. We played with Winnie Moore from UFO. We played with other amazing bands from UK, and I'm so happy about it. I'm so proud of it, and we did a lot of stuff. We want to do it again, but now the time are a little bit more complicated because that was before COVID. Now after COVID, many things changed, especially venues. There are not so many venues as before, so there are too many bands and not so many venues to do it. So it's complicated, and also our music in Italy doesn't work so much. So we have to move outside, and that is much more complicated because we are doing it all by ourselves, and all the things that are matters all around are numbers on socials. If you have numbers, you have chance to play all around. Right now, our numbers are higher, but not so higher.
I understand. Wow. Okay. Well, we are coming to the end. We were talking quite a lot.
I told you, you have to stop
No,
me.
but it's been a very interesting and insightful conversation. I'm very grateful for that, by the way. But now, speaking about traveling, imagine you could travel in time, not for 15 hours, like in Calabria, hopefully, more like Doctor Who.
Okay.
What break me down song would you play for people in the 15th century? And why? If you had to introduce, yes, imagine you could go back in time, for example, to the 15th century.
15th century. I mean,
You could choose only one song to play for the people of those times. What
and
would-
then they will burn me.
Well, you're gonna rush to your TARDIS like the-
Okay. I think the song that I like the most, I wrote all the songs on the record. I mean, I think I wrote all the songs in the entire catalog of Break Me Down, but for me, I think it would be See Me Fall. Because See Me Fall is the songs that marks the change between the past and the future of this band. And also because we did so many things with this song, and it's the song that we used to play at the end of our shows, and it's the songs that people, friends, fans usually sing during our shows. And for me also is it was quite a challenge, because when we came out with this song, also the video that we did, the official one, was quite unique, because if you go to YouTube, it was the first video to be interactive. I mean, you can choose the end of the video, and no one did before on YouTube. And we figured it out how to do it, because it was so complicated. Because I want to do, I remember there was this discussion between me and Veronica, and the video was, we did the video based on the lyrics of the song. So it's a story. It's a story about. It's a fairy tale. It's a fairy tale about Maleficent, and Prince Stefan, and we did something in the modern way, of course. And at the end of the song, there is this scene that there is Maleficent in front of Stefan with the knife on his back, and you have to decide if you want to kill Stefan or not. And because we did this, because with Veronica, I said, okay, this is the revenge of the villains, so you have to finish in a bad way. And he said, no, we have to finish in a romantic way, so in a good way. Yeah, but this is a revenge. You can do it in a good way if it's a revenge. You have to kill somebody, you know? I said, no, I want to do it in the right way. I mean, I want to do this. So we can't decide it. So we decided to do both. So you go to YouTube, see the video. At the end of the video, you choose save or kill. That's it. And I remember this was very we put so much effort in this song. We put so much effort, so many hopes in this video, and this, that for me, if I have to choose one to play in front of the 15th century's fans, it will be Semifold.
Wow, interesting. Okay. And what song would you play in 100 years' time? Would you play the same song?
Maybe that one. But I have my favorites also to play, because there is some songs that I like it more than others, but in a unique way. I mean, I play Semifold because I like very much the meaning of the song, but I like to play Not a Liar because it's the heaviest one. But at the same time, I like to play Another Sensation because that one is much more progressive, because the inside we put some gent rhythm or something. Every song has a peculiar way to remain in your heart. So it's not like you put a record on and seems like you put the same song for 45 minutes. It's different. I mean, every song has his own, how can I say, characteristic, his own purpose. So if you are mad, if you want something much more complicated, if you want something easy, if you want something that feels like you are in that moment, there is a song for you. And it's all in the same record. So that's the thing for me. That's why I'm so proud of it.
Right. Well, Laerte, I don't know what else to say. So on such a positive note, let's just say our final cheers. Cheers to Break Me Down. And thank you so much. It's a beer.
Thanks to you.
Thank you. Thanks indeed for your time. I really appreciate that.
For the opportunity. Thank you so much.
Thank you.